Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about our main findings on our project evaluation report related to business intelligence software purchased by Cisco company. Firstly, we concluded the key factors that motivate Cisco to purchase BI software. The expected benefits are listed as follows. I'm here to highlight predictive analytics and the event notification, these two functions, as both of the two functions are forward-looking, which cannot be achieved by previous system like data warehouse. So relate to these two functions, Day and her team raised two questions to assess the BI software. The first question forecast the additional products that customer may willing to pay it. And the second question inspects the customer satisfaction survey from the silence patterns. Both of the two questions evaluate the predictive information for Cisco company and is better than using a general analyzing tool, because at the beginning, Day and her team were not quite familiar with this software, so they can mainly focus on specific area to assess its power, and after they gradually got familiar with the software, they can explore more capabilities. That is the alternative. For example, if they focus on data mining, the question may be raised as what improvement do BI make on measuring the quality of data. They can also raise other questions based on broader capabilities. When they're making the purchasing decision, they develop three scenarios. The third scenario, volume discount, seems to be the best one to be recommended. It purchases the maximum license, so the investment cost may be the highest. However, in this scenario, Cisco can enjoy the volume discount provided by business objects. And in this scenario, supply chain analytical module was applied, so the supply chain management can be improved. Also, this scenario could cover the needs for the next 2 years, so it is long-term viewing. I'm going to hand it to Emma to discuss possible pitfalls.
So my section is to introduce the cost perspective for Cisco company. The Day and her team need to think about first at the implementation is to compare the financial information of those three scenarios in order to choose a suitable system. That otherwise the business failure will arise when there exists incorporation. So the next point is the disadvantage of decentralization. We have listed 3 points of it, but we are focused on the first one. Uniform policing not followed. That is, in that case, each operation company manager has substantial autonomy. That may lead to residence when the business intelligence expands throughout. So the next part is the competitive advantages in internal control. So we have listed those points in that page. And for example, the dashboard is an information-intensive summary, and it helps the Cisco company improving the information security. And so the second point is the extraction and the reporting function are able to visualize the data and analyzing or the coming into the graphs and figures that are more straightforward to understand. So the last point is the competitive advantages for other companies. The depth and breadth of the data in Cisco can hardly be completed by other food-savvy companies because it's difficult for others to purchase and implement the similar software and get a similar competitive advantages. So next is Jessica.
Okay, in this section, I will discuss the contribution of BI Solution Accelerator. The BI Solution Accelerator includes 5 stages that need to be considered for each project, which are scope, design, build, deploy, evolve, and it is similar with the system development lifecycle. For example, the first phase is scope. It provides detailed analysis of business requirements. It helps Cisco to reduce their cost and implement their BI software in more efficient and complete ways in both functional requirements and technical requirements accepted. In conclusion, BI solution accelerator help the manager determine information needs and system, and it helps them manage system development, design system controls, and periodically monitoring and testing the system. To sum up, BI Solution Accelerator helps BI software to achieve the consistency, efficiency, cutting-edge technology, lower cost, and adaptability. And next, there are some methods for Cisco to judge the progress of results of the BI implementation, such as economic, technological, legal, scheduling, and operational. And for example, in economic accept, Cisco could use payback period method, which are most common method, and time value of money method to directly judge whether the system benefits or not by analysis of data. This is all for our presentation. Thanks for listening.